All the disrespect, the free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day. Hey, a beautiful year of checking these buttons. It is 2025, the first official button check of the new year. Thank you for tuning in. I took 2 or 3 days off. I was like, it's long enough. I gotta come back. I'm not gonna lie though, I almost did it today because today's my wife's birthday. Now we already celebrated it a couple days ago, but today's the official day. So I'm gonna keep it nice and neat. Chapters down below if you guys wanna skip around. And of course, that sub button right there, as always. So you know what, this year, I'm gonna race to 100K. We gonna hit 100K this year. So without further ado, we got some buttons to check. I hope you guys have had a good one. It's already what, the 3rd day of the new year. It's time to check some damn buttons. Let's go. All right, now into the first set of FGC courtside at the basketball game, something like that, buttons that need to be checked. So there was a cool little tournament that just went on called, what was it? Courtside Clash. I'm gonna put the information down below. Right here, I'm gonna put it on the screen. So we're gonna start it off with the champion. If I got a clip for grand finals, I'll definitely put it up right now. But if not, we're gonna continue on. So right here, Raptors Uprising posted this. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know how that went right over my head. So this is at the Toronto Raptors, I believe at their arena. So they posted this saying, congrats to Tagging Riddles MK for winning the first ever Courtside Clash presented by @Bell. $1,000 and another trophy secured. You see the young man right there. This is my first time learning the riddles, y'all. I might be out the loop. He looks like he's 13. Anyway, and I can see Riddles post as well right here saying, won a Street Fighter tournament over Canada's best. Let's go. Look at that. That trophy's actually pretty dope. Then I see LeBrutus actually posting right here saying, 2nd place today. Not bad for a Marvel Rivals player. Got to clutch out the set, landing Geef CA on the Jumbotron. Check out the clip. And right here adding saying, today was the first day some of my family came to watch an event. They had a blast and want to come out more. So blessed to have such great people around me. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's cool as hell. They actually put it on the Jumbotron. They were at the basketball arena, and that'll bring out the family that's not even, you know, like my family. They have no idea what button check really is. They're just like, oh, we wish you the best, but we have no idea what you be talking about. Anyway, you mix it with some basketball, some football, oh, they coming out. Anyway, continuing right here, I believe Sayff actually posted a quick clip saying, had to hit the Game 7 Cowhee 3 tagging Raptors. Check out the clip. So there y'all have it. Looks like it was a hell of a tournament. Hell of an idea to actually pull off. From what I saw in the clip, obviously there wasn't too many people there, but whoever was able to organize this and pull it off with the amount of people they did have, and for the 1,000, I mean, that's dope as hell. Why not? If you have the means, why not do it? I'm not sure if they did the whole tournament like on the Jumbotron. Obviously they have their monitors in front of them, but the replays, like the highlights, you know what I'm saying, for the crowd to watch. I'm not sure if the whole thing was on the Jumbotron or just grand final. Either way, it was dope as hell. Dope way to start 2025. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them, EWC, that Esports World Cup, asking the pros, what is harder? Is it Street Fighter or Tekken? They actually did some interviews. I put all the information down below so you can check it out. Went up to particular pros in the scene and they said, what is a harder game? Street Fighter or Tekken? We've heard this before, right? But it caused, I would say, some updated discussion. Check out the clip.
What's more difficult, Street Fighter or Tekken?
Of course, Street Fighter.
Tekken.
I'll go with Street Fighter. The competition is just too much.
Maybe Tekken, no bias.
Street Fighter, I think, is the hardest game to win at competitively with all the competition, but I think Tekken is the hardest game to actually master and get good at.
Tekken difficult.
Tekken could be more difficult.
I'm gonna say Tekken is probably a harder game, but Street Fighter probably has harder competition.
Street Fighter.
All right, and there you have it. Final result for the ones that they polled, Tekken. What was it, 5-6? They said Tekken. Let's get some of the FGC reactions before I get in on this. Others are like, Punk said it best. Esports said Punk big brain. Tekken 8 announcement when? Okay. Or I agree with Punk down below. Tekken is the more difficult with the skill, like Punk said. Then I noticed Tekken Master reacting as well right here saying, I think Tekken is harder to learn and to compete in as well. Just look at the players' reaction after winning their tournament in a set of Tekken 8. We literally feel close to a heart attack of how hard it is to win in this game, and the better player doesn't always win in Tekken. And beneath that, others respond saying the better player doesn't always win in Street Fighter 6. The game has so much more or so much randomness, volatility, and the better player can 100% cheese his way to victory, not to mention the input instability and the random interactions that lose you the round. Tekken Master responds saying, nobody said the better player always wins in Street Fighter 6 though, but definitely you can be more consistent in Street Fighter 6 than Tekken 8. This is coming from asking Street Fighter 6 players, by the way, and also Tekken concept is based on the 50-50s. Neutral itself is 50-50, LOL. All right, and so there you have it. And I think Tekken Master has some interesting points, right? Because he's like, this is coming from the perspective of Street Fighter players. But even in that perspective, they voted Tekken 8, or Tekken in general, the hardest game. Now, some did say competition-wise, Street Fighter 6 would probably be harder because it's just so oversaturated. The amount of people in that pool or in the league, period, playing Street Fighter outweighs that in Tekken, even in Mortal Kombat. That was the argument back in the day. Remember, a lot of people were like, Sonic Fox is the best, right? He's one of the greatest fighting game players, hands down. But when they came over to Street Fighter saying, you know, I want to play this now, I want to dominate, Sonic was great. Sonic was beating a lot of pros. He was even ranking high as hell. But at the end of the day, wasn't having the same results that Sonic was having, you know, in Mortal Kombat. Therefore, a lot of people were talking shit like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, you can do all of that because it's a smaller pool, but you can't do it over here with all the big dogs. But on the flip side, you could easily argue that's not even his main game. Like, that's not Sonic's main game. Sonic is NRS, he's MK, all that other shit. He was just messing around with, like, what, recently Tekken and Street Fighter, trying to see what's up. And I'll even go a step further with that, like with Shao Hai. Remember Punk and him had that rivalry, they were going back and forth. Punk would beat him. In the beginning, Punk was just dominating, but then Shao Hai kind of came back. He got better at the game. Punk even went on record to be like, you're not a Street Fighter player. This is not King of Fighters. Like, you ain't shit over here. But Shao Hai kept going, proved he had the skills, and even beat Punk, basically got his revenge, and they squashed it. Like I said, they went back and forth. And I don't think even Shao Hai was considered a for real Street Fighter player, like a legit pro, a threat, up until last year. I think he started playing Street Fighter like way back in the day, right? 2012. And like I said, I could be wrong with this because I know he's been playing the game, a lot of games for a while, right? Arguably known as the best, the greatest King of Fighters player of all time. But as far as Street Fighter, he didn't have that pedigree. Now, recently, he's winning. What did he win? Esports World Cup? So for me, I just felt like I had to mention that because that's like a huge accomplishment. For Shao Hai to be able to do that and just come out of kind of nowhere, and let's be real, it's not out of nowhere, everybody knows who Shao Hai is, but to come out and just be that good, that's amazing. Now, this is what I want to say. This is my hot take. I might get flamed. I might get flamed. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. Once again, it's okay to disagree. You know what I'm saying? This might be the first hot take of 2025. Here we go. I feel like we are programmed, because we have always said that. That's always been the safe answer. When somebody says, what's harder, Tekken or Street Fighter, or what's the hardest period? Everybody says Tekken. Everybody always says Tekken. They have so much respect for Tekken, right? And there's different versions of it. You know, some people consider different versions of Street Fighter scrubby as hell versus other ones, right? I get all that. But here's my hot take. I think most of us just say Tekken because it's the safe bet. I don't necessarily believe that Tekken is the harder game to play and the harder game to win. I don't. I really don't. I've played Street Fighter a long time. I've played Tekken a long time. Now, have I been a scrub a long time? Yes. You already know. Come on, man. We ain't bullshitting around here. I ain't no pro. I ain't winning no tournaments and bullshit like that. But what I am trying to say is I've been around a long time. I've been around a lot of arcades and I've been around a long pros. I don't necessarily believe that Tekken is just hands down the chess of the FGC. Oh man, you need to be a fucking scientist, you know? Not taking anything away from it, not saying it's hella hard and doesn't deserve respect. I just think that we've held it on a pedestal for so long, I don't really know that it is. And let me know down below, y'all, is it truly the hardest game to learn versus is it truly the hardest game to compete in with the level of competition that's going on nowadays? Street Fighter versus Tekken, how y'all feeling? let me know. All right, next up, for them times have changed when it comes to competition and content creation in the FGC as we know it. And this was created by none other than NYChrisG. He actually dropped a video a day ago. Caught my attention. I was like, yo, this is interesting. I think I can get down with this topic. I think a lot of us can. And he went in. He really went in like, yo, a lot of you are talking, but you're talking at the side of your neck because you really haven't been around long enough to understand the way the FGC has truly changed. He dropped this video. It's 20 minutes long. Link down below. Definitely check it out. We're only going to check out a couple minutes. Let's go.
This topic has been literally run into the ground. But the only reason why I'm bringing up this topic is because the comments are just, it's just nonsense. When you really think about what the person is trying to say, you would sympathize with it, right? You'd be like, all right, you know what? Yeah, like I get what he's saying. But the weird thing is that when you look at the comments, and again, these are people that always try to act like they're good guys. They're here for the scene, you know. They want to see things grow, and yeah, you know, we'll just get into it, right? You know, Najee wrote, "I honestly don't see the purpose of pursuing fighting games anymore. We play to barely make back what we spend. Ideas and content creation is pretty much impossible to grow in unless you've been doing it for years. Everything is getting watered down for the average consumer." The most important thing you need to get from this guy's status is he wrong? No, he's not wrong. Things are a lot different than they used to be. It's a lot harder to make content. It's a lot harder to be on the algorithm. It's a lot harder to make money. Now he goes, "We're supposed to be enjoying these games, but it's clear we don't enjoy these current games, and I'm unsure if I'm willing to wait just to have a smile on my face when I boot." You know, of course, as a streamer myself, yesterday was actually a clear example of what he's talking about, right? Like, I went on stream at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and I was already out of it. I was tired, you know. I played Marvel Rivals for like literally 10 hours. Now he continues to write, "I sat here and read all these comments. It's not all about the money. It's not about the money. It's the dream, the ambition, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears poured into something that craps on you. Telling me I'm not in the right place when this stuff fed my family, brought in my relationships ain't it." Right? Before we go into the comments, because the comments are a doozy. Let's go into the comments, right? Let's read some of this stuff. Right? If you don't like the game, don't play it. Pretty straightforward. The reality is that we do enjoy it, but we just have an unhealthy access to complaining. I can't recall a game I legit didn't like, but I still talked about and played it. I just move on. This mother effer discovered a hobby. Now, I can't tell. Like, this guy normally has okay takes, and I'm hoping it's a joke. So but if it's not a joke, this is the stupidest thing I've ever read. My answer to that is, duh. Why do people say the most obvious stupid things possible? And again, I'm hoping it's a joke. But if not, I'm sorry to hear that. But it's dumb. It's dumb, and people are dumb. Look, yeah, exactly. 293 likes. Why? My man is literally like bleeding out into the open, being like, "Yo, like, you know, I want people to like my content. I want to play video games, and you know, I want my hobby to be more than just a hobby." And he goes, he discovered a hobby. Like, you see, look, something you do at your leisure can also be something you can make money off of. I don't know why y'all see expanding on something you love is a bad thing. What is wrong with people? I'm not even gonna click the comments after that, right? Omni, you know, he's been around for a long time. Ain't no money in the FGC unless you're the top 1%. So play for fun, ego, and to keep your competitive edge open. You see, this is a good, generic, and, you know, just the truth, right? There's not much money in the FGC anymore. I'm the top 1%. Me, right now, ChrisG 2024, streaming to you guys right now. I am the top 1%. Do you know how depressing that is? I make less money than any other streamer streaming any other game, okay? And I'm the top 1%. Do you know how depressing that is?
All right, y'all. He's getting deep. He gets even deeper. So link down below. Definitely check out ChrisG's video. Just commenting on some of what he said, because I saw that tweet. And I was actually supposed to check those buttons like a week or two ago, and I just never got around to it. But yeah, definitely interesting topic. And yeah, he's bleeding out on there saying, you know, it's not worth it. I want it to be worth it. but it's not. Like I don't feel like the love returned back to me. And I think anybody who's anybody could appreciate that thought. Whether you're a pro player, trying to be a pro player, or a content creator, not just FGC, but anywhere, it is fucking hard to go viral, to catch on, or to get to a point where you could earn enough revenue to support yourself, let alone a family, let alone pay rent, you know what I'm saying, just yourself. Like, let's be real. And for a lot of people to come out and say, oh, he discovered a hobby, it's a hobby, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on with that bullshit. It's fucking 2025. Well, it just hit that. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. We've been turning hobbies, this generation right now, like with the whole social media and all that shit, we didn't grow up with that. But now, like my kids' generation, for the first time, more than ever, fucking hobbies are jobs. So why are we acting brand new? People are turning shit into jobs that have never ever been possible. So why, when all of a sudden somebody complains just happens to be FGC, we always go to that mentality of like, we're broke, stay broke. We're broke, get out of here. You should have known better. You should have known better, broke boy. Like let me be honest with y'all. As a content creator, one that has done, I've worked 3 jobs at a time and done, button check is considered a job. So total 3 jobs, including button check at one time of my life. Losing my fucking mind. And the only reason why I sustained is because I love doing this. I love y'all, I love checking the buttons, and I love the fucking FGC. Otherwise, anybody would quit. That's why I always said, the shit's too hard. That's why you don't see people stick around for too long, because they have to have lightning to strike and fucking go viral and get a lot overnight. Anyway, long story short, I kept at it, right? And I've always heard that. There's no money, there's no money. And obviously I experienced that, right? But I've always been under the mindset of like, fucking figure it out then. I hate that we're just okay with being broke. I hate that we're just okay, like, well, there's no money, move on. There's no money, let it be no money. I hate that we're like that, you know what I'm saying? Why are we not doing other shit in a way to get in with like-minded individuals trying to figure the shit out, like other content creators do in other, you know, genres and whatnot? Okay, well then how do we do that? How do we change ourselves? What are we missing? Is there something to re-innovate where we can support ourselves financially and be a part of the FGC? I want to see more of that than just, hey, this is broke, get the fuck out of here. Because we've been like that for so fucking long. Can we stop being broke? You know what I'm saying? Can we figure some shit out? And it's hard. Everything I just said is easier said than done. 100%, y'all. If it wasn't for sponsors, for me, personally speaking, because YouTube is a son of a bitch. 1 month, YouTube will be like, hey, we love you. And the next one, they'll give me some food stamps. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit. It ain't jack shit. But sponsors, y'all. Y'all on the Patreon supporting, and sponsors have made all the difference. This last year, y'all, 2024, I don't know if y'all know or not, the very end, October of 2023 to now was the first full year that I've ever went doing this full time. The first full year, and don't you know, I've tried 3 or 4 times to go back. I swear to God I did. I put in applications and whatnot. Guess what? Nobody called me. Nobody called me. Don't you know, I have a good ass resume, y'all. I've been working my whole fucking life. This was the first time nobody called your boy. And I took that as a sign. I took that as, I said, you know what? What am I even doing? This struggles, this hard. I'm sweating, I'm fucking broke sometimes. I'm just gonna go back to an office and do it for some other motherfucker. I might as well do it here for something I love. I took that as a sign and I sat my ass back down and I checked them fucking buttons and I kept creating and I kept pushing, you know what I'm saying? And in the last 2 months, I've gotten more sponsors than I've ever seen in my damn life. And they have made all the difference, y'all. There is a way. And I feel like if we stick with it, if you really love it, you gotta really love it, you can make it happen. And I'm sorry I'm getting long-winded right now, but I just feel like we need to start off 2025 just with a different mindset. Let's stop being fucking broke mentally. But that's just me. How y'all feeling? Let me know. That it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Those were some interesting ass buttons, all that good stuff down below. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day, all that good stuff, man. Yeah, we're here. We're here. I started off the new year tired, y'all. I really did, but we're here and we're checking these buttons and I cannot wait to see what this year has in store. Love y'all forever. See you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
So you can.